Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, B Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. Y'all know, ain't we no more. I went to the gym and all. All right, but I'm out here doing what I do. But I got a surprise for you. This is where we're going. This book right here, ooh, Nelly. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I gotta put that down. Right now I gotta give my lesson for this one here. The concept is for this one is P. Funk's philosophy says willpower over fear equals success in your life. Let's go. Rightisms, 25 rule of talk, 25 rule to live by, storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right Thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question: do you know you? You will when I'm through. If you pay attention, I got you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. We got more. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know, is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock. Here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you, right? Thinkers, know thyself. And to Maya, be true. My philosophy, P. Funk philosophy, says willpower over fear equals success in your life. I can prove that. Let me give a quick lesson. This is useful information. I'm gonna give you a few tidbits about how you can do you. Your will, your courage, your willpower, aka willpower, aka your courage to get it done, should always, your power to do and get things done should always be stronger than what your fears in life that I may not be good enough. I don't think I can do that. Right there. When we was a kid, that little thing called little train. I think I could. I think I can. Those are all motivational, inspirational cartoons and fairy tales. All the stuff with the teachers' life lessons as kids. As you grow up, the same lessons, they just get a little more mature, a little more serious, but it's still the same thing. We learn from the cradle to the grave. I got this book and everything in here. I know I just can't teach it without somebody assisting me in the areas where I'm not proficient in. But that book, I'm gonna have fun with that. So I'm gonna entertain you with that one. All right, that's teaching material. This is I call it my teacher's manual. Oh yeah, we got that far. But again, when you have courage, your willpower, you ain't gonna be denied what it is you think and feel that you want in your life. Your dreams, your aspirations, you got to go for them. And if you have fear of not being good enough, fear of you won't make it. You will fail. Like Peter on the water. He did it for a second, then he realized he failed. There you go. Keep the focus. Your will, aka the fight that's in you, the ego, set the dog, whatever, but that's willpower, it's eternal, will always beat your fears every time if you implement it. David and Goliath, I use this story. Why? Because everybody's scared of big things, big guy. That's fear, intimidation. They use that as a ploy, okay? But when you have you together, martial arts taught hand-to-hand combat, I don't give a crap how big you are. If you don't know what you're doing, I'm going to beat you down. Simple as that. Okay, so you use that as a tool to deal with big things. David went and got his 5 stones. Slingshot. That's all he needed. Okay? But these are all metaphors for how you're supposed to attack your fear. Your fear is Goliath. Beat him down. Smite him, whatever it is you think. But you have to take it off. And why? Because fear holds you back from reaching your goals and dreams and aspirations that you set forth in your life. When you question yourself, fear wants that. It wants doubt. It wants to keep you what? Questioning yourself. With knowledge of self, I don't second question myself. I don't second guess myself. I know or either I don't know. I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to hem and haw. I don't operate on that premise. So that's what fear wants you to operate in that premise where you're scared. When they show you the fight with Set, protect the rod, and the Tuwa. Apophis is so big. Everybody see him and just get petrified. Your spirit, your will, which is Set, the ego, he don't give a damn. He's broken. That's what I did. Same story, David and Goliath. They did the same thing. We just rehashed the story for the convenience for the people, the time that we're in right now. Everybody think that Bible's such a great book. Those who go before that Bible, no, that Bible ain't worth a crap. So now we got a problem. Why? Young people, the Bible, everything's Christ. I'm going to break Christ down for you. My first lesson here is about the Christ oil. So prepare yourself. I'm going to do one of two things. I'm going to piss off a lot of Christians, or I'm going to lighten a lot of them. Your choice. All right. But with fear, again, fear is temporary. It only comes around when what? You got to make a decision based on what you think is best for you. And now fear creeps up. Yeah, I'm here. You can't do that. You never be able to do that. That's the negative thought process. Right thinkers never think negative. Okay? So fear is temporary. It can only stop you. It can't stop you. It can only what? Slow you down. Hold you back, so to speak. Until what? You figure it out. Eventually you go for that. Oh, man, no. Again, in Neo, he figured out who he was. Nothing else mattered after that. Now he's in control. See, below they kept him doubtful, fear. You know, am I the one? Am I the one? You either know or you don't know. Moving on. All right. But when you figure that out, now you will what? Take control and you have conquered what? Fear. Fear can be conquered easily. Well, not really. But fear will hold you back, okay? From what? Being successful in your life. It hold you back from your dreams, your aspirations, things that you want for yourself. Fear will creep in and put a dampen on it, piss all over your parade if you allow it. The game is not to allow fear to do what it does, hold you back, stop you, or keep you aggressive yourself. Beat fear. Fear, aka Set, the ego, okay? Your ego is emotions. And the biggest emotion that we fear is what? The one of fear. Scared that something's going to happen. I have no fear, okay? So fear ain't even in my category right now. Okay, I used to fear the police when I was doing illegal drugs. Yeah, I did. I had fear of getting caught. Yeah, but now that I'm transparent and good, I have no fears. That's being successful in your life. I can live a free life. I'm free. That when your ego's what's happening. Fear, aka Set, is your ego, aka emotions, and that's when the going gets rough, you get scared. Fear steps up and start taking control. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I don't know how to do it. Fear. So if you don't conquer them, be David. I use the David analogy because Christians love that. Okay, I can relate to you on that level. I get the concept. I'm not beating you up. I'm just trying to make a point. Y'all do the same thing in Christianity. It's all the same. But fear is your ego believing what? That it's God. So whatever it don't co-sign for or sign on, it's going to make you scared to do it. Why? Because he ain't in control. He don't want you to do something he ain't in control of. That's fear. And until God, watch this, God, aka your will, shows up. And now, the hero, that's you. Raise up and become your own hero and take fear down. With fear, they see the good guy, what the bad guy do. After they see the good guy, they get scared. So fear is on them now. They were the bad guys. See, you can impose fear to the bad guy, you winning. That's true good guy, all right? But fear don't want that smoke. It ain't bad. Fear ain't tough. That damn Philistine, Goliath, he never did nothing. They just won because of how big he was. Then he had to do nothing. Everywhere he went, he just stood up and everybody run. So he never put to the test. David popped him upside his damn head. He out like a light. Again, that's a metaphor for you taking on that giant who keep you from getting where you want to go in life. Hope you understand the metaphor. I keep getting caught up in that. Get out of there. All right, but fear is false evidence appearing real. You create your own fear in your mind. See, there you go. I get Freudian on you real quick. But fear's only goal is to hold you back, to slow you down, to hamper your what? Success in life. It got no other purpose. It has, well, sometimes fight or flight. Okay, fear lets you know, do I do this or do I do that? I was coming up. That was an easy decision. If it's 4 or 5 of them, I ain't fighting. I'm running. Flight. If it's 2 of them, it's 2 of us. Let's go. Okay, head up. I ain't running from the fight one-on-one. When I was coming up, that was the thing. One-on-ones. We stop a party. We break out of school. What? To see the one-on-one. That was entertainment for us. If 2 guys can't get along, let them fight it out. We gonna sit back and watch and egg them on. The deal was not to be one of the 2 guys. It's okay to be in the crowd, yeah, but you don't want to be the one in the line in the center ring all the time. All right, I had my bout and I proved myself. So I guess that a well-placed ass whooping was the thing that you had to do. Why? Because everybody gonna talk about it. Moving on. All right, that was back in '75. I guarantee you, a penny to the fat man. Everybody was there at that playground to see me do what I did. Remembers that. Okay, so I got a little rap. All right, but fear again, aka the ego, is our number one problem for most of the people. Failures in life. They were scared to push through. They were scared to go the little extra distance. They didn't put enough effort in, and that's when you fail in life. If you ain't putting forth your best effort, you ain't gonna be successful in nothing. And everybody who are successful would tell you they push, and they push. I call it grinding. Strong will, power, courage will do to fear what David did to Goliath. Beat him down, take him out easily. One shot. It didn't take a long time. No, it ain't 15 rounds. Heavyweight fight go 15 rounds. Now it's down to what, 12? You got to have an uneven number. If we competing, the number got to be uneven. We going round for round. If we got 12 rounds, I win 6, you win 6, we got to draw. The uneven takes care of that. Okay. And split decision piss people off, but we can't have a tie. That's gonna piss everybody off. So we got to figure out a winner in this damn thing. And in life, when you're dealing with fear and success, it's got to be a winner. That should be you conquering what? Fear. If your will is strong, and it is, you just have to understand that fear won't last long. Why? Because it can't win. It can't stop you. If you push through the fear, it don't mean that it's no longer a problem for you in life. That's the whole key about it. If you got addiction, once you conquer that addiction, it no longer runs you. That's what fear is. Fear is an addiction to something that got you where you can't be your best self. Most of us suffer ignorance of self. Okay, we don't know ourselves. My goal is to try to help us do just that. And that ain't an easy task. Why? Because there's a whole lot of us that don't know who we are. And it's even worse when most of them believe or think they do. So I can't even help you. Moving on. All right. But when you get confidence, you confidence yourself, fear will take the whooping every time. It ain't got no power. Remember, it's false evidence appearing real. You have to figure that out for yourself, and then you know, man, I ain't scared of nothing. not crazy, like, but no, not things that's gonna hold me back within myself. And nothing inside me, I'm fearful of. How about that? Okay? And it all starts within. When I was dealing drugs and running the streets, I'm carrying a gun. I ain't fear nothing. And then the police, yeah, it's me get that money with the cheese. I'm gonna get that cheese. And the rat with the police the cat with the police track, I'm gonna get the cheese, my man. Why? If it's there, I'm going for it. So, gingerbread man, catch me if you can. They did. But that was my mindset. All right. I didn't fear the police. Again, I sell drugs against the law. So I didn't give a damn about them, obviously. Okay? And I didn't give 2 craps about what we have called stick up man. That's the guy to come and say, you know what it is, you know who I come here for. I didn't have to worry about him. Why? I was him. Okay? That's the difference. And I really didn't give a damn about my enemies. Couldn't less about them. I didn't give a crap about them. I used to hear all the stuff. I used to hear it come back, but I would deal with it totally different. Okay? Why? Those are words. In number of words. Sticks and stones, we got to do some work. But words, I ain't fighting over words. Okay, been there a long time ago, been past that. But now that I'm a servant of God, okay, a good guy, I still have what? No fear. And I was fearless then. I was doing dumb stuff. You know, if I'm doing good, I had a fear in my bone, in my body, fearful of anything. Trust me. Fear, like Slim and None, and Slim just walked out the door. Okay, fear, aka your ego, don't stand a chance against what my right thinkers. Why? Because we are fearless. We got God on our side. When you got God, that's like having police. They can shoot you, they can kill you. Why? They got the law on their side. In this world, where I come from a spiritual world, you got to have God. Okay, that's the God who got all the power. Fear is false evidence appearing real, but it's not. Will is stronger. Your fear ain't strong as your will. That's what I'm trying to show you. Hope you get the lesson and wrap it up for you right now. Now, if you let false evidence appearing real run your life and hold you back, that's your weak willpower, your weak-mindedness to let what? Fear deter you from your appointed route in life, which is to be your best self or be successful at whatever endeavors you try to indulge in. I never let fear hold me back, even when I was wrong. Well, ain't you ever going to? Nope. I didn't give a damn about prison until I got there. But another story. But the fear of it didn't mean if I'm fearful, I ain't doing it. That's what I'm saying. Fear hold you back. I had no fear. Still don't. And once again, fear hold you back. Me, it deterred me from nothing. Anything I wanted to do, I did it. No fear. Okay. Fear is the lie that you believe until what? You find the truth out for yourself. Why? When your willpower step up and show you that. See, fear wasn't that tough, was it? Yeah. When David slew Goliath, everybody jumped on David, little fella. He became king. Everybody loved him because he conquered his fears and showed everybody. Okay? You can do the same thing in your life. Remember, this is all metaphorical. It didn't really happen. It really didn't happen. But it's a good story, ain't it? Make you feel good about yourself. That's the purpose of it. And if your life situation, you're supposed to use that to motivate yourself to deal with it like David did. Get your stuff together, get your stuff, and go handle that. Don't cower down. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, it's too much. It's too big. They're too strong. We got a word for that in the hood. Okay. I never let fear hold me back. Okay. Fear that lie that you believe. Never, ever give in to your fear. You will lose. Fear is just you giving up on yourself or being the best self or being successful in your life. So if you give in, chalk it up. Why? You're going to lose. You're not going to do nothing that's going to be good for yourself. Because if you push through, if you make it through, like my mom said, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. So, if you get through the hard times, the rough time, you should be better for them. In life, you're going to have them times. So fear in them times ain't your buddy. That's your enemy. Okay, understand that. Fear, just like the lie, it can't stand. Why? It ain't real. You put it there. It can't stand up against what? The truth, reality. That's why. And we don't really mentally understand that. And we need to teach our young people how to conquer fear within themselves at an early age. You got grown people still cowering down because the fear beat them down, that they're so comfortable giving into their fear that they're never going to be successful in life. So they live up every day. They live in that little bubble, that little world of what? Insecurity, because fear's got them, and ignorance, fear got them bogged down, and they don't see no way out. Some people kill themselves. Suicide. Why? They don't see no way out. Oh yeah. Okay, you did that. Okay. Okay, wrap it up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. This is a life lesson for you. Will, aka that's Haru, your higher self, the courage in you to what? Fight. Fight. Okay, that's the fight that's in you. That's Haru. Fear is set. That's the ego, and he will always lose in the end to what? Haru. Good always beat bad. Light don't always conquer dark. They pretty much balance out. But good will always prevail over evil. Okay, understand that. Real over fear beats every time. Fear, remember, false evidence you created. But again, will, courage. is Haru. That's your higher self. That's the real you. Set, fear, that's the lower you. He have questions. Why? Because he ain't that good and he don't want to recognize it, but he scared. Okay? That's fear. That's what keeps him lower. He ain't gonna rise. He's just gonna stay there. So you use him in that capacity. You can't change people. They are who they are. If I know you're a liar, but you're a good person in other areas, I'm going to deal with you from them other areas and not listen to a word you say. I can do that. If you know how a person is, you know how to deal with them. You deal with them accordingly. If a person still, you leave them in the room by yourself. Yo, my man, clap your hands. What? Just clap your hands. Why? You clap. You like to touch and take stuff. You keep clapping. I know you can't be taking on if you clapping. These are old school safety devices, built in, stuff that you can simply do and people ain't pay attention to it. My mother-in-law, she beats people with information that her personal stuff, and they read it, thinking that she's blind, so they just, and she hear them. They don't know that she hear them, and she get them every time. And she's, I can't believe so-and-so, I've been known so that. I said, Mom, if you put them to the test, the integrity test, because you're blind, they take advantage of you, leave them alone. Why? They fail. Integrity meaning you're going to do the right thing when nobody's watching. Especially, she's blind and people steal from her. Moving on. That's the kind of people we got. Moving on. Family, friends, none of that. But these are life lessons. Okay, let's deal back to fear, excuse me. But your ego is selfish, all right? But it has fears. Why? Because he ain't that bad for real. A punk, he wants you to believe he's tough. The bully, if you push him, you'll see a different person. That's all. As long as you back them down, they get stronger. They rise up. When you fear, they get stronger. But when you rise up with them, oh, they don't get that big. Oh, you get just, now you're the puffer fish. When he sees you, he swell up. Why? He wants them to, he really is. Oh, animal instinct, the first thing you want to do is show what? Dominance, show strength, show size, height. What? Deflect fear on the opponent. Okay. That's why in every weight class, you got boxing, wrestling, there's a weight class. Why? So you can't be bigger than another guy to keep the competition fair and level. All right. Haru, the real you, okay, your willpower will take Set and kick him around. Why? He will have his way with Set. Simple as that. And Set realizes that he's scared to death for that. And so what he do, he act with it. Okay, I'll be good. I'll be good. When you can get your lower nature, that evil, to acquiesce to you, that's when you got what? Your willpower, courage. Success in life is to reach that state of spiritual enlightenment we call nihas, to know thyself. Fear, Set, tries to stop that. He don't want that for you. Why? Because that means he got to take the back seat. He ain't driving. That's why. You don't want him driving. And, wrapping it up, when your will to be your best self is stronger than your ego self, thinking it's already his best self, then you will be successful in life. If not, you're going to suffer the ego pains and you're going to suffer through what? Being a failure in life. But you got to live through that. The ego don't care. He just keeps you blocked down and he just runs for a ride. Wrapping it up. My success and your success in life will come when you personally for yourself reach the state of spiritual enlightenment. We call it nihas. I tell you, know thyself. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Hope you got something out of it. Remember, I'm trying to give you life lessons and useful information, something that you can hear, listen, and hope you reflect on and practice. That's my mindset. That's my goal. That's the mission I'm on, to help my right thinkers know themselves. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I never know my right thinkers who know now that their willpower, courage over fear has never passed away.